M-I-S-E-R-Y, it's the miserable media. M-I-S-E-R-Y, it's the miserable media. It's the miserable media.
It's the miserable media.
All right, what's happening? You have found yourself up in the miserable media. I'm Brett Growl. This lady to my left, Bondi Blue. Y'all know her, neighborhood superstar, loved by bitches, loved by dudes, and broads alike. What's happening, baby?
What's up?
What? That was a lot, huh? What's happening?
They're gonna be offended like a motherfucker.
I gotta give it to you, baby.
Bitches?
Look, up in this.
I just finished telling them I don't like when
No,
white
don't
men
call
call me a bitch.
I never said nothing about calling nobody a bitch. What's wrong with you bitches, though, by the way? Miserable media. This is where we make a mockery out of the news and the media in general. Not just television news broadcasts. I'll poke fun at some printed shit, at some network television shit, some cable shit. All the shit that's out in the world to, aiming to make you, put you down. We're picking you up in here.
Whatever is worthy of an eyebrow lift, we will be bringing to you. Okay, believe it.
Talk to me. We give you a little inside news industry shit too, because we worked in it for a long time.
Yes.
Tell me what's up with this idea that you can't have any type of political affiliation as a behind the scenes worker in the news industry. Like, I understand when you're a reporter that you can't, but I mean, there's rules. Like, you can't have a campaign sign on your front yard. You can't have a bumper sticker.
You can't donate to a specific party.
You can't donate. I mean, can you even vote though? Can you vote?
Yeah, your constitutional right trumps your job's moral implications, of which they don't really uphold. But it's hilarious they expect you to. Who?
According to the management of the local newscast, you can't be on, say, YouTube, just like critiquing
TV
housewives shows or something. Talk to me. What happened? What's going on with this? Talk to me a little bit about your personal media experience with this. What happened?
Well, I was told that doing advertisements for beauty products and just the type of things that will come to me as a YouTuber was a conflict of interest.
As a journalist.
As a photojournalist. And I'm like, what does my ad about natural hair care products have to do with this murder that just happened? What do those two things have to go with one another?
If you were recognized walking down the street as the photographer for whatever news station that was,
I have been recognized as Bondi Blue while in the capacity of the news station, it's never been a hindrance.
Right, but you have more chance of being recognized as Bondi Blue from the internet than you do as any type of face of said news station.
Because we're always behind the camera for the most part. Like, that's another thing. That was my job. So it's not like I dictated the
Nobody
story.
affiliates you with the company that you work for.
No.
You're not on air. I can understand a little bit, but even so, with the on-air people, to an extent,
they really overuse their power with their capability of doing that.
Sure, you can't align yourself politically with the right side or the left side, and then be on there trying to be objective. So I can kind of see.
I think that's funny. Because they say that you can't do that, but the overall energy of every station lets you know what the basis of their political opinions are, regardless of what anybody says.
And it's where your station is. It's different for each local newscast.
Exactly.
Whatever. So if you tend to be in a conservative area, that's what your newscast is. That's what people want.
Right. But I also don't like the fact that people can then come in and dictate, with actual purpose all the way down the line, what they want the news to come out as versus telling people the actual truth. And that, because we noticed that now, a lot of news stations are being bought by specific entities that want a specific narrative out there, and that is ridiculous.
Well, on a national level, it's mostly Democratic left leaning. On the big national scale, they just have the more money. For some reason, it's been like that. Now, when we talk about on a local level, it's whatever your spot is. But okay, I get the journalists, they can't exactly be out there, campaigning for one side or the other.
Right.
But the director and the in-studio photographers and the editors and shit, you can't fucking donate to a party. Why can't this idea that you can't show up at work and be objective and do your job
It's
objectively,
ridiculous.
and then go to your regular life? Where you have a life of your own other than being the media person, the person that works
Absolutely.
behind the scenes in the media.
Absolutely.
And for somebody, like, look, I just love that you could tell that my girl told the local media when they called her, I said, look, you're either going to do this or you're going to do this. Peace. I'm doing this, and it's going to pay me better
Eventually,
because she's the
I mean, it
greatest.
already was.
The
but
queen.
The thing that kills me
You know
though
what I
is the
mean?
fact that this is something that could have been used at their advantage.
Oh, and no, they
But
don't want
no,
any of that. No.
You don't want to
No,
think of
it's
this
all-
as something that could be at your advantage.
Because they didn't come up with it, boy.
No,
that's for
because
sure.
it's not,
Yeah.
and it's also because it's something that's based off of me and my thought process. And see, they don't like that because that thought process, doesn't coincide with theirs. And I wonder why that is.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm glad it happened the way it did. I was already ready to go. I had already saved money and was prepared to go. So, when it happened for me, it wasn't like anybody was making me have a bad day. That was a good day. Once that was over, I felt like I could fucking breathe.
Good for you. I applaud you. You want to see some news?
Let's watch it.
Hey, Brittany, Louisiana, the legislative session of Louisiana, they were busy as a motherfucker, dude.
Yes,
They-
being as regressive as humanly possible.
They dished out 71 laws, new control laws on your ass and for everybody. Freaking
Lord.
71 more rules and regulation to control your life, man. And let's see, where should we begin with these stupid motherfuckers? How about they joined Alabama to become the fucking dumbest, most fucking backwoods, redneck, cousin fucking pig fucking bitches all the time.
feel strongly about this.
Look, apparently God loves incest rape babies. That's his specialty.
And pedophiles.
That-
Let's not forget about God loves pedophiles. I think that's amazing. Didn't we also vote for chemical castration?
Chemical? No, that's
Was
in
it us?
that's
Is
in
that
Alabama. But what's the
still,
difference,
okay,
boy?
right. It's
Shit.
the same
We might
mindset
as
that I
well
want to make it
roll.
legal for a grown man to marry a child, but then I want to chemically cut his dick off. Let's watch.
Man, so this one, so all right. So first of all, yeah, we talk about now. Let's child marriage. The Senate, unbelievably, state Senate says, no, we're not going to make a law that says you have to be 18 to get married. We want to keep it where it is, where
And where
pretty much a 35-year-old can marry a 13-year-old. There is no law. There is no law that says you have to be a certain age to get married. And
As long as you have parental consent. Am I correct? As
Yes,
long as your parents are okay with telling you
they're
off to
okay
a
with
grown-ass man
Can
at
you
16.
believe that this passed?
Yes.
Can you really?
Yes.
What is the argument? Do you know what the argument is?
It's not about the argument. It's about the fact that, let me guess, old white men want to marry girls no matter their age. So, of course, they're going to make laws that coincide with things that they want to do.
Oh man,
Like-
that is freaking crazy. So here's the argument that they gave. Why would we want two 16-year-olds that have a child together to not be married? Why would we want more illegitimate babies? I fucking can't stand this
The fact
fucking
that
argument.
you think that
What-
that's still a fucking issue
What
is
makes
amazing
what
to
makes
me.
a child
Illegitimate?
illegitimate? You
You
have
don't
a
want
fuck-
none of your bastards walking around over years.
you got a fucking mama and you have a fucking daddy, but you're fucking illegitimate. Like the
Because they
human
weren't
fucking.
married.
Why? Because that's the way you do it. Because your God says that's the way it's
exactly
supposed to be.
because it was in the Bible.
I
that
never-
way.
oh,
And
really?
We make laws based off of our religion,
gonna-
even though it's against the Constitution.
I can't believe
But you
they
know,
did
people,
this shit.
Do you know people still like to argue about that? That's not what they meant when they put that in the Constitution. The fuck?
Oh, my
The
God.
reason why America was even started because
Child
people
marriage.
were running from
So-
religious persecution. People, I'm sorry, that's why I'm not on Facebook because of the ignorant fucking people that are on Facebook right now.
God loves 13-year-olds.
The baby's
being
body
married.
is different from the woman's body. She shouldn't be able to make a decision about that baby's body while it's inside her body.
About the
That's not
stupidest
her
shit
body.
ever. And I tell you what else they want. You know why they want more marriages? You know, for kids, young kids, fucking with babies and
Because
and
there's
not.
a lot of white kids.
How about more divorces? Divorce is a fucking $1 billion fucking industry, boy. Everybody gets paid on a fucking divorce, and furthermore, we want you fucking your money. We want you to get your marriage certificate. We want to know everything about you. We want to know who you link to. We can't have you not married to your baby fucking daddy. We have to link y'all together some way and fucking get you. I never understood this shit, man.
It's ridiculous. And it's just, to me, it's a funny thing because the people who go for those types of laws are the same people that don't want the government to have control of their pocketbooks. But they want to be able to tell you what to do in your personal life. That shit is hypocrisy at its finest.
Well, you know, the Catholic Church won't let you get married into the Catholic Church without getting married into the state as well, right? There's no separate. Isn't that interesting?
That is
there's
interesting.
There's no like so within your religion, your God, which all of that really should matter. You can't have just a relationship with your husband under God. It has to be under the law as well. I thought we had a separation.
I mean, that sounds about
and it's
right.
ridiculous.
Catholics, that sounds about right.
That's
Catholics
retarded.
like to have their finger in everything.
But and then the other hand,
I grew up Catholic. I know.
the Louisiana Senate also said that we can't have sports gambling. What the fuck is this? What, we can have drive-through daiquiri shops?
Wait, I thought they
but we
approved
can have
the fantasy football.
No, fantasy football is one thing.
Oh, that's separate.
You can't have in-house gambling on sports.
How?
Everybody else is just having it now. Everybody's getting
I
a
thought
sports
people
book in
already did
Mississippi.
that.
No, they don't. No, you have to go to Mississippi to place a bet on the game, or you have to do it on the internet, and you have to send your money orders, to
Why?
some island offshore because it's illegal here.
Why?
Because they didn't write the proper corruption into the bill. This is how it works with these things,
That
right?
makes no
so they pull
sense.
up, so they throw out a bill, right?
This is like a gambling place.
They throw out a bill and then they put a bunch of corruption in it, right? Well, here's the problem with the good old-fashioned Louisiana corruption. You better include everybody in the room. Because if there's one corrupt motherfucker in the back that don't
That's
think
not
like
getting
they ain't getting his fair share of corruption,
He's
gonna
go
squash
for it.
the whole fucking
Right.
bill. So we have to start all over again and get the corruption right. Fucking Louisiana. You gotta love these motherfuckers.
Tonight is the first night of a strict curfew enforcement in New Orleans, meaning all children under the age of 17 must be home now.
And then in New Orleans, they put into place once again for the first time in I don't know how long the juvenile curfew.
Yes.
You had the juvenile curfew when you were
I
a kid?
did not have it during my high school days, but I remember when it was in for my sister, who is like 8 or 9 years older than me. But I have to say that I feel like they need it at this point. They have been smashing people's cars and getting more and more brazen, pulling guns on people when they do walk out their house to see what the hell is going on and why are you trying to steal something out their property. I saw somebody stole out of a police car, if I'm correct.
Well, I guess so. Look, they put it in place to cut down on the robberies of the tourists in the French Quarter. That's what it's in there for. But since
It's
it's now,
affecting the people, though.
but now they put it in the whole city, though. You know what I
Right.
mean? Why can't it be an ordinance in the French Quarter? Because you know what this opens the gate for them to do? Stop anybody, probably black, that looks younger than 35, and ask for their ID to see that and here they're going to use it for everything.
Right. The only reason that I didn't think of that is because we don't live in a city where everybody is a white cop or people aren't, familiar with the neighborhoods and
It doesn't
stuff.
matter.
I'm
They
just-
want to
well,
be,
it
they
does
want to
matter
be able to
a certain
roll up on.
extent.
They
Yeah, of
want to be
course.
able to roll up on
But
you, ask for
mean,
your license, and
this
plus,
is my thing. In Orleans Parish, if they wanted to continue to be that way about it, they wouldn't have never gotten rid of, pulling people over because they smell weed. Like now they give tickets and shit for that versus how it is in Jefferson Parish.
yeah,
So,
but that still opens the window for them to fuck you up, take your shit, all that shit. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's what's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
yeah.
And all they
don't-
care about is the fucking tourists. That's
True.
all they.
That's all they care. It's all about protecting
That's all they
them
care about.
and the
And
money
let's-
because you don't
and
want
let's-
people to be scared
right.
to come down here.
And let's start teaching kids that are, on the lakefront or whatever. Let's start teaching them to hate cops at an early age, being rolled up on, at 15, doing
Right.
nothing. At 8 o'clock on a fucking, on a
That's
Saturday.
what I don't like.
what-
They closed the lake and stuff so that it can only be open until like 11. When we was growing up, it wasn't like that. If
What
you wanted to
world
go
is
on
this?
the lake at 3 a.m., you can go on the lake. Like, I don't understand why there's a fucking curfew on the edge of the city. Like, that makes no sense to me.
don't know, what world is this where you can't be out? Just can't be out of your house. Like, god damn, man. We losing all kind of freedoms. All right, Louisiana leads the pack with 71 new laws to control your ass. More freedom taken away, more money for the state. Good luck, Louisiana, with your corruption. We'll see you next year. By the way, your Democratic governor is signing all this shit into law.
Yeah.
You deserve this, Governor John Bel Edwards. You look just like the angry ghost from Ghost that wanted Patrick Swayze to get the fuck off his train. Remember him, dude?
I do, but he looks like a Ninja Turtle villain to me. I hate you, motherfucker.
Man, that was fucked up. You know, people voted you in just to keep shit like this from happening.
Right.
Keep them from fucking taking away.
And look what you did.
And look at what you
And
did.
it said you was gonna do it even beforehand. Like, I love when you people let your religious beliefs and the muscle from the people that are putting money in your pockets. You think we don't know that that's why, but we know that's why.
Get
Like,
off my train!
Ridiculous. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I couldn't believe he was just so gung-ho about signing. I'm like, wait a minute, did I miss something about
Oh,
this?
shit,
Isn't he a
damn.
fucking Democrat?
Hey, fuck abortion. Yeah, fuck these bitches. Fuck them all.
And I would really like, you know what I want somebody to do? I want somebody to do a story and dig up all of the politicians that voted for that law. How many of them have gotten abortions or paid for abortions for women?
Shit, they
I
squeezing
really,
them
really
in.
want them to pull that up.
Squeezing a couple during lunch today. You
Because
know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
like if you are able to use them to get rid of the kids that you don't want to have with the women that you philander around with, you should not be able to vote and tell other people what they can do. Or
That's
make
right.
laws that determine what other people can do.
And always
No.
remember, God loves rape, incest babies, retarded rape, incest babies, by the way. God, he hates betting on the Yankees. He hates that shit. He absolutely hates young kids walking around after 8 o'clock, and he loves 35-year-olds marrying their cousin's little baby, 13 years old, and fucking raping them every night. God loves that shit. God bless Louisiana, and God bless America.
And all you cousin fucking people.
The principal from Holy Family has resigned from the Catholic school in Port Allen after he was arrested in Washington, D.C.
Did you see this moron, Baton Rouge Catholic school principal, went to D.C. and got thrown in jail for acting a damn fool in the strip club, refusing to pay his tab, trying to fight all the bouncers and the cops when they came by? He's leading a goddamn field trip, leading a group of Catholic schoolgirls from Baton Rouge to D.C., and he winds up causing this scene.
I did see this.
Louisiana's proudest.
Hilarious.
He's got a service dog in the strip club with him.
You
You
lying.
haven't seen
I
a
didn't read
service
that
dog
part.
in the strip club?
Like, what is you in here for, sir?
Can you say I never fucking
You
seen
needed a break.
I never seen a dog in Shishis before, or Visions for that matter. Can you imagine getting
Never.
this dude's ghost? So let me leave the girls at the hotel while I go to this DC strip club. You know, DC strip clubs are probably. I think they bottomless and shit. They fucking
Okay, straight
they wild,
bush.
they wild. But you getting a lap dance and the damn dog sniffing all on the girl
That's not
and shit.
what's up.
You know.
That's not okay. No, it's not. It's already not CERN or CERN.
You-
CERN or CERN.
This fool's name is Michael Kamal, and he's a Holy Family School. Fucking
The Holy
president.
Family.
The
School.
Holy Family.
The
dude.
Holy Family.
Louisiana's finest. He probably gonna be the one to marry his fucking 13-year-old cousin and fucking not have an abortion.
Like, I just cannot.
Represent.
State lawmakers taking aim at convicted sex offenders voting to require chemical castration for certain child molesters.
So, you had mentioned that Alabama chemical castration for sex offenders.
Yes.
That's what they want. I
Yes.
hope that. I mean, I'm down for this, but like maybe on the third or the second offense, you know, maybe give somebody one chance.
No,
or
I
two.
think the first time
right
you
then
fuck
and
a
there.
kid, it's over.
Yeah, I mean, good. All right, that's fine.
But I do feel like there should be like a real age limit. Like, I feel like if you fuck a 16-year-old, I don't necessarily feel like you should get chemical castration. But if you fuck a 7-year-old, I think your dick should be done.
Chemical castration, but this is like something that like they got to go every month and get like treatment and something to
Oh, that
like
sound
make
like
them
that costs
instead of
money.
just chopping the dick off. You know, that's what I say. I say you chop the dick off and you sew it to their forehead. And then they gotta fucking walk the earth with a dick coming out their forehead. So everybody
Dickhead.
fucking knows that you be fucking kids. Hey, we always following Alabama's fucking lead. This is probably coming next to us. I'm down for it. Remember,
Shit, maybe not, because they probably got buku pedophiles that's voting on things of this nature in
Right.
Louisiana, so maybe not.
you remember this motherfucker in Louisiana a few years ago that wanted to do the same thing, to sterilize welfare recipients?
Oh yeah,
You remember that motherfucker?
I remember
Oh,
that. That's
you
probably one of
racist
those
ass.
people who think that these people in their bad DNA and they're corrupting and all of this shit. And
Get
it's
'em.
like ultimately, at the end of the day, we all live and die the same way. Our blood is all the same color. Our physicalities are all the same as far as what we are made up of. So the
Right.
fact that you think you in some way, shape, or form superior because you have money or some type of political power, I think it's ridiculous. You should never be in that place. Do you not understand the place that you are in the first fucking place? It's to serve. Don't you know that? That's what you there for. That's the description of that whole job. So anybody with that frame of mind, I think they should be castrated, because you shouldn't be able to
Castrate
continue to
your
have
ass.
children and put that type of toxicity into the world.
Well, I'm just, but I don't want to call it a slippery slope, but if we start chemically
Yeah.
castrating child molesters,
It's a
I just
slippery
feel
slope
like
to them doing
I
it to
feel
everybody else. So,
Yeah,
yeah, just
so
leave
be
people the
careful.
fuck alone.
So be careful, but fuck.
I feel like if the judicial system would do their job and put people behind bars for long enough, this wouldn't be an issue. We won't have to castrate them if you put them in a male prison where there are no children around.
Yeah, but we want to get you again and again and again and again, because we got money to make off of your ass.
Sick fucks. All of them.
Harding says her child was traumatized after a hands-on lesson about slavery. It felt all too real.
Okay, Caucasian people, I have a question for you. Do you really think black people be tripping all the time when they feel like, extra racisty around and stuff? And you hear stories like this. Do you still think that we be being like extra when you see the teacher making the children pretend like they're slaves in a slave master? Do you really think that we be out here doing the most? And you need to forget about slavery and get over it. But it's like 2019 and you reenacting this shit with children. We ain't tripping,
What's
Caucasian people.
What's the problem?
And black people who think we also tripping, get over it. Black people, please stop that.
Is that wrong?
Don't be black and say shit like that.
Should he have not done that? Was that wrong?
Should he have not done that?
was that wrong? No, hey, you
It's traumatizing.
you about the dumbest motherfucker I've ever seen in my fucking life. Again, you should have a dick sewed to your forehead.
I don't understand.
You have to teach
And
the kids.
was it a lady? I'm sure it was a lady, because it's always a white woman that with these types
I
of
think it was
situations.
a white dude.
You think? Okay.
yeah.
Surprise me, but this sounds like white woman shit. Okay, y'all, I cannot.
We can't make this shit up. This is what's in the
Oh my
fucking news,
God.
right?
I know, but we have, after this, we have got to get into. Have y'all seen the video of the dude
Get into
from
it
the
right
hotel?
now. I said,
Okay,
what else
yeah.
can you say
So,
about this shit?
Right, fucking ridiculous.
This fucking
Moving on to
fool-
more racism.
This fool had a slave auction with young black kids handcuffed in his fucking classroom, while the other kids fucking watched in horror. You stupid
Was
motherfucker.
that same
This is-
classroom where the black children were sitting at a different table from all of the white kids? Y'all ever seen that picture
Oh
on
God,
Instagram?
man, this shit was foreign to what I saw as a damn kid. I hope this isn't what it's like in the fucking world.
I hope
But
not,
like,
but they've been lying in the history books since we was.
All
in
right, what
school.
happened? What you were talking about? What happened?
Yes. Okay. So I don't know if y'all have seen the video of the guy who works at the hotel telling a white lady that he won't give her a room and that it's above him now. Have y'all seen that? It's so funny. So she called him a fucking nigga over the phone.
My mother died.
I understand that, but you called me a No,
sorry.
You weren't sorry when you said it on the phone.
I was.
And he,
So uncomfortable right now.
yeah. So she comes in and asks for a room because her family is all at the hotel and her mom just died and all of this shit. Like, she white woman tearing it up. I don't know if y'all heard of that, but like, white women have a tendency to cry and play victim when they do shit that's passive aggressive, or they outright do something and then you clap back at them, then they start crying. We've experienced this at work with a certain somebody, but it's called white woman tears. okay? But that's basically what she did. At first, she was like, look, I apologize. Can you just give me a room? At first, it was that. And the guy was like, I'm sorry, it's above me now. And then she was like, but my mom just died, and my feelings in it. And she, well, you didn't feel bad when you were calling me a fucking nigger over the phone, so it's above me now. Like, ma'am. And she kept going on and on. And then her daughter interjected. The shit was hilarious because the dude was cool. I'm sorry. It's above me now.
Man.
I'm sorry.
All these N-words making me uncomfortable.
You should be. You should be. Like, why she thought that she was gonna get away with saying that to him and then still be able. To me, if I piss somebody off at a place where I'm gonna be staying, I don't want to do that. You never know. Somebody could come in there and put their dick all over the bathroom seat. You know what I'm saying? Like, do all kind of nasty shit. You know what I mean? Like, send you some water and come in a water bottle. Like, you never know what people will do.
Hey, 911. Hi. There's a really hostile black woman on YouTube. Scaring us. You might want to come get her.
This is the type of shit.
You gotta go.
See what I mean? See what I mean? He knows his people.
Tonight we explore the topic of transgender athletes in high school sports.
All right, Brittany and I have been keeping track of these stories that pop up every day and week. There's a story that pops up about some transgender person competing in women's sports. Brittany, where you at with this? Talk to me, baby. Where you at?
It's difficult for me because I can totally understand why you wouldn't want some kid that is transitioning with the same strength as a boy getting down on the mat to wrestle your, natural born daughter. And you know what? But let me tell you something. I believe everybody can live their life however they want to, do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Don't be
But I'm gonna tell you what works on my nerves. You know what aggravates me? Having to call myself a cisgendered woman because now there are other definitions of what a woman is. No, how about everybody else have a different name that they add to woman in order to make them feel like they're being represented in whatever box they're in? But I'm annoyed with having to say cisgendered woman in order to be understood, or clear that I have, a vagina.
Look, you can do whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You identify with whoever the hell you want to identify as.
I know.
But
I feel like people should be able to do and say, I personally believe that people's souls probably, go from one body to another, and sometimes one body might be a little bit more, one soul might be a little bit more feminine than the body they get put in. I think that's what happens with people when they do like that, but that's just me.
Do they need to be competing against the damn young girls, for God's sake?
I think they need to have a category all on their own.
I understand that you identify as a woman, but I identify your dick through your pants while you trying to fucking compete against my fucking daughter. I identify as a concerned fucking parent. How about that?
No.
How about your fucking dick around my fucking daughter? Shit. Oh, we're transgender. No, you're not transgender. You're probably a transvestite.
For this video.
You're just dressing up as like you got your dick cut off. I don't know.
I'm sure nobody's castrating kids these days. So if a kid is going through that, the kid is. I don't want to say confused.
I'm confused. I'm confused about what we're talking about here. Are we talking about dicks? Or are we talking about just women's clothing competing against fucking the girls in high school? What are we talking about? I have
high
no clue.
school, I think, high school is such a weird thing because when they start the transition in high school, it makes it easier for them to be more feminine once they get older versus doing it after the fact. So I'm wondering how that affects the hormones and physicality and all of that type of shit in this situation. But I do understand what you mean. If physically you still have the strength of a boy, why are you able to come and compete with girls who cannot match your physicality, in a situation?
I'm all good with us being in the quarter walking down amongst transvestites and transsexuals and crazies all over the fucking place, hood rats, fucking quarter rats and all that shit.
Why would you say
I don't give a shit. Who the crazies? Because we in New Orleans, they fucking crazy.
Okay,
but
not a significant crazy.
But keep it.
Everybody walking in this area.
But we don't have to be fucking walking on the girls' volleyball court together. With fucking dudes, with fucking big fucking dudes, for God's sake. With bigger fucking balls.
I know what I am tired of. I'm tired of somebody that's not fooling me getting mad when they have not fooled me. You know what I'm saying? Like, a part of the culture was being able to pass at whatever you was trying to pass at. And if I can tell you not passing, then what you want from me? Okay, what do you want from me? Like,
Well,
that is so ridiculous to me.
Well, then on a similar note, in Boston, these fools are trying to have a straight pride parade.
I was so mad about that shit. I'm like,
Straight pride.
you don't need pride in being straight. It is the norm.
And white might as well have a white power, motherfucker.
That's what I said. I was like, it's the same thing as overjoicing and being white. For what? This whole world is
I know they don't understand.
systematic
Look,
representation of white greatness.
I know these people, they don't understand that you can't have, like, the whole uplifting movement.
Had to happen because
and
they
because
were downtrodden.
there was never a movement to fucking ostracize straight people.
No.
Or white people.
No.
Or any of that shit. You know what I mean? But there was a fucking move to fucking ostracize anybody who wasn't fucking Catholic. That's fucking for sure, I'll tell you that much. I thought I got
Why
off
you
on a
always
different
gotta
topic.
go
I'm
there?
sorry,
Where
dude.
we at with this shit, man? I thought we was talking about the pride, okay? And straight people acting like assholes.
We are,
They
but
ain't
that
got no
goes.
parade.
But my point is that it just goes for a lot of fucking people. Okay, that
You don't have a
to be.
parade because you're not that fun. And if you ain't Irish or from New Orleans, we fucking sorry. There's not a parade for you. Deal with it. Deal with it.
Right.
Look, sorry. Go to a fucking Kenny Chesney concert or some shit like that. I'm sure it feels uplifting.
Oh damn! Oh racist ass.
How is that racist?
Why you gotta bring up Kenny Chesney?
So you don't like
I don't.
that?
Kenny Chesney can come in here with Post Malone right now and slap me around. I fucking wouldn't know Kenny Chesney. Or
What
no,
I mean
actually,
is,
Kenny
there are a
Chesney
whole
looks
bunch
like
of
chicken.
all white spaces
I do-
where
I
you
know-
can have fun. There are a whole bunch of them. I'm telling you, I know because I be walking into places and be like, there are no other black people here. Let's
No,
go.
I know who Kenny Chesney is. I don't listen to his fucking. He looks like a little chicken. He looks like chicken. Like chicken, fuck. Hey, little buddy. All right, Brittany. So this isn't the local news. This is Animal Planet. Animal Planet's claiming that walruses are throwing themselves off of the fucking cliffs in Antarctica over climate change. The walruses are committing suicide over climate change. In a related story, stray neighborhood cats are committing suicide over gun laws, and fucking squirrels are protesting the new abortion law.
First
What
of
the
all,
fuck is
those
wrong with
animals
these
are too small to have the brain power in order to do suicide. Walruses are probably way smarter because they're bigger.
Look, people, don't be fucking stupid, all right? A fucking animal doesn't reason like we do. It's not capable of fucking...
I like to disagree. Have you ever seen an elephant come and get his First of all, I just saw a video of a fucking jaguar. Jaguar ran up a tree after a baby jaguar. The mama jaguar came out of nowhere and ran up the tree, grabbed the motherfucker, and fell down with it. She was ready to die to protect her cub. So I disagree with that.
I mean, look, animals are highly
Not old
intelligent.
enough. I
Yes,
can't
they
take
have
this anymore.
memories. They know that. All I'm saying is that I don't think the fucking animal is committing suicide.
You
Like,
think that people are being assholes?
these people are fucking
Okay.
stupid trying to fucking push that climate change. And by the way, as we talk, make sure that we got the fucking walruses tumbling off the motherfucking cliff because that shit is crazy looking.
No, walrus don't do it.
This is actually
What am I waiting for?
This is actually what happens. They overpopulate, okay, and then they fucking get into clusters and they get spooked, and they too stupid. They see the natural instinct when they're spooked, whether by polar bears or documentary fucking filmers, whatever spooks
It's
them.
to run.
They're gonna run
No
towards
matter.
the ocean, okay, and they
Right.
run off the cliff. So it's just motherfuckers who making the documentary
It's
who
your fault.
who are responsible for killing the walruses, claiming that it's fucking climate change. But look at these big motherfuckers tumbling off of this fucking thing. Jesus, I'm very sensitive. I love fucking animals.
He
all
does.
right?
He's
But
Ace
these-
Ventura over at his house.
I do. I got fucking 35 animals fucking shitting all over me and my fucking property. Oh, shit everywhere. I'm the nastiest fucking person you know. Ain't that right, Brady?
Yes.
Scott Peterson turning himself in at the Broward County Jail Tuesday afternoon.
All right, so this shit, the Parkland shooting in Florida. This was like a year and a half ago. 17 poor
serious
kids
subject.
were shot, and then all of a sudden high schoolers were all over the fucking television telling us to throw our guns away and that they should
I
be
met
outlawed.
some of those teenagers. They did a tour around the states and all of that, talking to people about gun violence and things of that nature. Very, very inspiring young people. I have to say that.
All right, well, aside from that,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I came with the positive version of this. My
Aside from
bad.
that, the stupid fucking cop in the goddamn school that did not return
Yes.
fire actually kept other cops from coming. Claimed his training was to create a perimeter around the school and to not return fire. Well, they finally arrested him. They're charging him with negligent homicide. He's been retired since the incident, collecting $8,500 a month in pension.
Bitch, what?
The parents of the kids who freaking died.
$8,500?
Yeah, that's all on the parents
Bitch.
too. They pay his salary.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The kids that are dead
$8,500 and he
a month. So they finally arrested him. He hid.
I'd have whooped his ass. $8,500 a motherfucking month. And you let them kids die because you was too scared to go in there and do what you was supposed to do. Talking about creating a motherfucking... What?
Well, they were trying to protect him, you know. Cause
I had his
obviously,
back at first.
The reason they do this, the reason I want to
At
protect him is
first.
because they don't want everybody being afraid of being a cop and being in that situation, and then all of a sudden your life is ruined because you know, are put in a place to act, and if you don't, now you going to jail.
Yeah.
And people, nobody would join the police. That's what they're trying. That's like the
I
money. So
mean-
that's why I always want to protect the cop first, right? You know.
I mean, but that's why
But-
at first I thought it was, you know, kind of fucked up that people felt like that because I thought maybe he just froze up because when you
He's
at
claiming
a
that's what he was
school-
supposed to do, not fucking save the kids.
No,
Just
I
let
mean,
this
that-
maniac kill the motherfucker.
I would have just said I froze up. Like, I would have just been honest and said, bruh, I heard them fucking gunshots and knew my gun wasn't going to do shit against that gun. And I just got scared.
Well,
And I stayed put because I couldn't move. Like, be real about the shit.
Trust
People
me,
always
he's
act
gonna
like
get
they can't understand, but if they would have been put in that same situation, not everybody going to run towards that shit like they claim they would.
what you
just saying.
think you're gonna get all?
I hope not. I hope that he gets some time because at the end of the day, like, if you're gonna come out here now and try to act like you did the right thing, then you need to get your jail time because that tells me that you probably made a conscious decision not to go out there and try to save those kids.
While we on the topic, where you at it with gun control? Because that's what this story is about. Where you at, baby?
I think that people should be able to own guns, but I believe that you shouldn't be able to buy as many guns as you want to. You shouldn't be able to buy them without some type of waiting period and checking into your background and whether you have mental issues. I think you shouldn't be able to go into a Walmart or an Academy Sports and Outdoors or wherever and just purchase a gun and walk out the store the same day. I don't think you should be able to do that. I also don't believe that there should be silencers. What the fuck do you need silencers for? I think there needs to be harder rules on what's considered a hunter and what's considered somebody that just wants to have guns and carry guns everywhere they go. Because I feel like a lot of the times people will use having unnecessary guns as a, oh, I'm a hunter. What the fuck you gonna kill with this? Don't nobody need to be killed with that.
I'm kind of in line with all that pretty much.
But I like guns,
But,
so
but
I
yeah,
wanna
I'm down.
have
but
my
I'm down
gun,
with
but-
guns as well. They should be hard to get though.
Yeah.
But
It
anybody,
should be harder
but
to
anybody
get than a
that
fucking
thinks,
license.
but anybody that thinks the Second Amendment has anything to fucking do with hunting don't know what the fuck they're talking about, in my opinion. Because it ain't about hunting. The whole thing, the reason why we need guns, the reason why it was written into the Constitution, well, at least
So we
amended,
can overthrow
amended
the
into
government
the
if we
Constitution,
need to.
is to protect us from a government gone awry, a tyrannical
Absolutely.
government. And
Because
once
they were
again,
what running from said in English.
it
Said
wasn't.
the same thing.
It wasn't that long ago.
It
Every
wasn't.
time people, I mean,
You're
people,
celebrating on the 4th of July and shit.
it's
Don't
back,
know none.
back
of
to
you doing
these
all that.
damn benevolent people. Oh, what do you mean? Like, the government couldn't go awry. Like,
I
what
hate
the
that
fuck
shit.
are you talking
I
about?
hate that shit.
And
What are
every
you
time,
talking about?
every time they come and take your guns, every time throughout history since the beginning of guns, 100
Right.
years ago, whatever. You take them away, the next thing that comes is a dictatorship,
Okay,
and
and
fucking
you're right
done.
about that because when you look at what's going on in England, that they still have this, matriarchy of, golden walls and all this celebratory bullshit of people when
They don't have to-
people
they
are
got-
struggling, in London and in England. People are still struggling. They may be doing well just like here in America as far as people being rich and poor, but you got to know when there's a fixture like that people are suffering in spite of this fixture, this public figure, this fixture in their parliament, whatever, being able to put on this front. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's upsetting to me that we could be out here starving, but y'all got gold paved walls and shit in a 775 room mansion, you know, estate and all of this
Well,
shit.
England got big time gun control. The cops don't.
They
the
do.
big cops don't even carry guns.
I know, but
there are cops that carry guns,
but you know
not
what,
just
though?
the regular cops.
I find it so funny that even though
Bodies.
they don't carry guns, they have some of the most violent killings. Like, people have to become creative when they don't have guns. But there are less killings, though. There are less killings.
Shot in the neck.
I just
Stupid
feel
fuck.
like, even though I feel like we should still have guns, living in a society where you don't have them is not necessarily a bad thing, because there aren't all these mass shootings every couple
Well, look,
of years.
Chicago's got big time gun control too. They got like the most strictest gun laws in the country, and they got more shootings than any motherfucker in the
But I
planet.
think it's
So,
because it's
freak.
kind of too late in a
It-
way.
it
Because
might
this is
be
America.
too
and
late
it's
for the
like-
whole fucking country. I mean, they're out there, and criminals do not give a fuck what
No,
your
they
gun
don't.
laws are.
No,
Okay.
they don't.
So
Now, if
you
they
can-
would have done this shit back in the
Even-
day, like in England, then maybe it would be, people would be on even ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, criminals don't have guns like that in those places. They be stabbing people. Every time somebody gets killed out there, a book of people was stabbed. And you be like, bitch, how did you let this person stab all of these people?
I hear
Like,
you.
but it's because they don't have guns.
Fucking, you better be strapped. You better
And-
come up in here fully strapped.
I mean, you gotta take the good
all
with the
up
bad
in the
with that.
bulletproof vest.
Bro, I watch some of them fucking crime shows, you know, on the BBC, based off of the things that happen over there. They be having some crazy fucking killings that happen over there because people don't have guns. So they be doing all kind of serial murderers type shit out there. I mean, we do it here too, don't get me wrong, but
My
I
nana's
don't know.
gonna
The lack of fluoride makes the shit seem worse or something. I don't know.
My nana's gonna ride with me.
Some breaking news to pass along. Another legend has died. Singer, songwriter, musician Dr. John passed away.
All right, Brittany, Dr. John has left us. I'm not going to be sad about it. Man had a long, productive life. I'm sure he wouldn't redo any of it any way different if he had a chance to do it over again. Mac Rebenak, gone on to his reward at 77 years old. Man, this is a man that was just New Orleans, just freaking quintessential New Orleans, just look New
Ponytail,
Orleans. You know,
yes.
it's something about these people that are New Orleans like that. They transcend race. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
everybody loves them.
like nobody ever called Dr. John a cracker. You know what I mean? And also probably nobody ever called him a wannabe either. You know what I mean?
No,
He,
because there are people that are, you know, in the culture from, you know, the time that they grew up. So everybody, you know, feels like they people just like they are.
Sure.
But what about Miss Leah Chase passing away?
And Miss Leah Chase as well, also somebody who transcends race because, you know, white people love food as well. And we love Leah Chase and Dookie Chase, me, you know, been a part of it. The newscast loves to always throw Leah Chase in there. Every chance they get, they throw
Man,
Leah Chase
I interviewed
in
her.
there. So,
it was
so
cool.
it was good.
She kept looking at me and saying I'm so proud of you. You know, she just kept saying that to me, and I was just like, you know, thank you. I did this interview with her talking about how Martin Luther King and them would use the restaurant as a meeting place. There's a spot over the kitchen that they would use.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just very influential in life, period. And my dad got this fire ass recipe called shrimp clement choke from Dookie Chase.
Damn, gonna be eating that. Make that shit for me, please. Dr. John, you know Dr. Teeth, the Muppets? The Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem?
No.
You know Dr. Teeth, you know the Muppets, huh?
I see him, but I don't know.
Yeah, so Jim Henson memorialized Dr. John by creating Dr. Teeth. And then also Janice, you know Janice?
No.
That's Professor
No,
Longhair.
I did know Janice. I used to love Janice. No, yes.
That's Professor Longhair.
Really?
Although he racist ass Jim Henson goes and appropriates Professor Longhair for a white stoner chick with big lips like that. Look, I mean, she's white, she's yellow, but
Right. Yellow is white.
Why
In Jim Henson world.
Why Professor Longhair couldn't be the black man that he was, Jim Henson, old racist ass. But I have a theory that Jim Henson spent a lot of times in the quarter in the 70s doing drugs with Dr. John
And being
and Professor
racist.
Longhair. And I'm probably not being a racist, but you know.
You said it
he's a
first.
fool.
I'm just.
You know I'm playing.
piggybacking
I
on
love Jim Henson, man. I'm just saying. Why Janice?
I did too. I just don't understand why we never got to see that lady from, you know, above her legs. Like, I just didn't understand.
Which lady? Who?
You know, the nanny. I forgot, was that her
Oh,
name?
from Muppet Babies.
Yeah.
Nana. Nana from Muppet Babies.
He did that too. That was him.
With
right?
them green stockings and red shoes or some shit. Like,
Yeah, and why is it that like everybody with a nose job looks like Gonzo? That's hilarious to me too.
Dr. John was kicked out of Jesuit in 1958 for playing rock and roll music at the talent show. He was warned. Did it anyway. Got kicked out. So a pioneer for rock and roll in 1958. He was a guitar player long before he was a piano player.
Okay.
A piano player. Oh, put the emphasis wrong. But he was playing a fucking gig in Chalmette. Dude busted in the door and this nigga started shooting. Took his tip of his finger off and he couldn't play the guitar right anymore. So he switched over to piano and became a legend.
Yes.
Living legend.
So yes, R.I.P. to Leah Chase and Dr. John.
Miss you, man. Thanks for being an ambassador for our city.
For my people. All right, y'all. That's it. That's all we got for y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. And I hope that y'all will share the video, like the video, come back, tell your people, okay? Love the dynamic, okay? Comment down below.
Yeah, we on the verge of greatness up in here, baby. Y'all come back, see us, be good to each other, be nice to everybody, help somebody, and get your shine on, player.
Peace out, y'all.